Secretary Bosa, make true to your word for the sake of the health of the Filipino people. Demand the resignation of FDA Director General Paulo Teston. FDA Director Paulo Teston, kung meron pang natitiyang hiya sa mukha mo, mag-resign ka na kasi inutil ka. Show to the people that you value their health more than anything else. Under Article 11 on accountability of public officers of our Constitution, it is stated that public officers and employees must at all times be accountable to the people, serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency. The past few months we've been focused on the lack of integrity in government officials because of the flood control project issues. But we forget that corruption also happens because the government is inefficient and incompetent. During the recent budget season, I saw how incompetence creates fertile ground for corruption, making it easy to exploit the system to create illegal opportunities without detection. Ang pinagtutunghan ko po ay ang Food and Drug Administration or FDA. During the October 1 DOH budget hearing, I criticized FDA for its negligence on the continued sale of unregistered products that pose health risk. Bakit pala sila issue ng mga health advisory warning kung wala man lang effort on their part to implement these advisories? The FDA defended itself by saying it only has 890 plantilla employees, which limits its ability daw to monitor the banned products. But this is really unacceptable. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. If FDA is really serious, they can assign people to monitor these cases by simply calling drugstores, shops, and online marketplaces to check if they are still selling banned products. Or they can even utilize AI, develop a program that would make the job easier for them. At that point, I directly challenged FDA Director General Paulo Teston that if by next hearing these banned products are still being sold in the market, he should resign from his post because the public is clearly not benefiting from his leadership. True to FDA's poor reputation, they sent out a letter to Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok only on this November 7, more than a month after the hearing. That is why, during the subsequent plenary budget debates on November 26, I was no longer surprised that the prohibited products were still available online. Thus, I confronted FDA again to DOH Secretary Ted Herbosa. Mr. President, I would like to show a short video of what transpired. So since the last hearing, up to now, wala pa rin pong ginawa, Mr. President, ang FDA. And I still have the list of the same products. Pero sabi po kanina ng FDA, Mr. President, November 7 lang nagpadala ng letters, so it took them more than a month to just send a letter to different online platforms. Napakabagal, Mr. President. Gusto ko po hain ng challenge sa FDA for the second time. What if my office or Rapid Tool for Inaction mapatake down yan in 1 week or less? Will you? So since the last hearing, up to now, wala pa rin pong ginawa, Mr. President, ang FDA. And I still have the list of the same products. Pero sabi po kanina ng FDA, Mr. President, November 7 lang nagpadala ng letters, so it took them more than a month to just send a letter to different online platforms. Napakabagal, Mr. President.
Gusto ko po hain ng challenge sa FDA for the second time. Because what if my office or Rapid Tulfo in Action mapatake down yan in 1 week or less? Will you ask him to resign? Challenge taken.
Sumagot na po ng yes si
Yes.
Secretary, Mr.
Thank you.
President.
Thank you very much. So I'm calling on you, Secretary Bosa, make good on your promise on accepting my challenge at that time that you will ask Herbosa to resign dahil napaka-inutil ng taong yan. Yung isang dekada niyang mahigit na hindi niya ma-take down, Mr. President, na ilang buwan o taon ng mga produktong hindi niya ma-take down. Napaka-take down ko po in just 7 working days. At 2 tao lang pong inassign ko para tutukan yon. Whereas siya, mahigit 800 ang kanyang mga tao by the hundreds of millions of pesos ang kanyang budget kada taon. Mr. President, the most recent challenge I posed to FDA said that if I could have mentioned the mentioned products and accounts removed by Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok within 7 days, Director General Teston should resign. At again, sinabi nga po ni Secretary Bosa, challenge accepted. The deadline was December 9, 2025. Ipapakita ko po sa inyo na with just 2 of my staff working, nagawa po namin ang trabaho na hindi niya kayang gawin sa loob ng mahigit 1 dekada at sa ibang mga produkto, taon nang inaabot at buwan pa. Every day after that, we would message the point person of Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok asking for the status for request. It just takes a few minutes every day to do that. December 9, 700 products, 700 product listings have been taken down. 373 by Lazada, 189 by Shopee, and 138 by TikTok Shop. By now, there are already 909 listings taken down. With little manpower, we were able to do what FDA could not do for decade, more than a decade, for years, for months, in some products. Ano po ang tawag dito? 2 lang po. Bakit 3? 2 lang. Tamad, inutil, o kurakot. Dahil tumatanggap doon sa mga hindi nila mapatake down ng mga produkto na sinasabi nila mismo na harmful po for human consumption, mapanganib, kaya nagbigay po sila ng warning. Mr. President, FDA's mandate is to ensure the safety, efficacy, or quality of health products or consumer products that may have an effect on health. But more than just protecting the people's health, what we don't immediately realize is that FDA regulates so many businesses, food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, household and urban pesticide products, and other household and urban hazardous substances. The value of these businesses reach about 7.2 trillion pesos. Ang laking pagkukurakutan. Trilyon. Ang laking halaga ng negosyo ang nasa kamay ng FDA. And with FDA topping the list of most complaint agency from January to August 2025 by the Anti-Red Tape Authority or ARTA, medyo mapapaisip po kayo. Ano ba talaga ang nangyayari dyan sa FDA? Based on our verification with ARTA, the reason for the complaints is often failed to process on time. Maraming unregistered products online kasi ang tagal nila mag-process, baka nag-aantay ng lagay. Kaya dahil alam nila na papasa ang produkto nila at safe ito, kaya itong ibang mga pharmaceutical companies, nagbebenta na lang para hindi masayang opportunity. For example, after October 1 budget hearing, where I mentioned unregistered products being sold in Watsons, such as popular brand products of Biotin and Lumi. Because they were called out, Watsons removed the products from their online platform, Motopropio. Well, actually, after they were called out, that's when they act on it and remove their products online. But a few days after, FDA finally approved these products. Sabi siguro ng FDA, sayang kung hindi kami napatulfo. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin sanang alam niyo na walang tuloy ng kita ang FDA. FDA is purely reactive and not proactive and definitely not productive. May isa pa pong nakarating sa akin na modus ng FDA kung saan iniipit po nila ang ilang maliliit na pharmaceutical companies, local pharmaceutical companies. Tulad nitong insect killer na Strike, na water-based insect repellent. Safe na, mura pa. 5 taon na sila sa merkado at walang reklamo. Pero noong 2022, bigla na lang nilang hindi ni-renew ang Certificate of Product Registration ng nasabing produkto. At kung ano-ano mga dahilan ang binibigay kung bakit ayaw nila i-renew hanggang sa napagod na yung manufacturer, hindi na lang po tinuloy ang pagbenta ng napakaganda sanang Strike product. Samantala, agad-agad, isang multinational company naglabas ng parehong produkto, parehong technology na mas mahal, biglang kumalat sa merkado. And very obvious, pinatay nila ang isang produkto na mura na galing sa isang maliit na pharmaceutical company para itong malaking multinational company come up with the same product and much expensive para maaprubahan, mapunta sa market. And of course, hindi naman siguro tayo mga elementary at alam na natin kung anong dahilan. Again, ang dahilan ay salapi. Now, the public is stuck with these expensive products kasi nga, mas mahal ang mga multinational companies na malaki ang ginagastos sa advertising at marketing. Ito rin ang nangyari sa ibang mga gamot kung saan mas nakakabenta ang mga multinational pharmaceutical companies dahil sa gastos ng mga sa medrep, sa mga seminars ng mga doktor, hotel, airplane tickets, and tours. Yan po ang isang dahilan kung bakit napakamahal po ng napakarami natin mga gamot na hindi kayang bilhin ng mga ordinaryong mamamayan dahil nga po gumagastos itong mga multinational companies ng milyon-milyon, daan-daan milyon kada taon para sa isang produkto. Whereas the small multinational companies, they don't have that budget. Therefore, wala din silang panglagay, hindi na po inaprubahan ang kanilang certification product or CPR, Certificate of Product Registration, after a year na matagal na tinatangkilik na sa merkado. Sa medium-sized pharmaceutical companies, just word of mouth po ang nangyari kaya mas mura ang mga produkto nila. Pero sila po ang pinahirapan ng FDA dahil wala nga po silang panglagay. Anyari FDA, hindi lang po kayo tamad at inutil, panigurado, talamak din ang korupsyon sa FDA. Kahit ano pang sagot, there is something wrong. It is bothering that we spend so much money on trying to deliver health services to our people when here is an agency under the DOH doing the exact opposite. Ang FDA ay nagiging dahilan bakit nagkakasakit palalo ang mga tao dahil hindi nila ginagawa ang kanilang trabaho. Mapanganib sa kalusugan ang ilan sa mga produktong pinatanggal po namin. Pinatake down namin. Tulad ng Hokkaido sleeping pills. Hokkaido slimming pills na may amphetamine na sangkop sa shabu. Ang ibang produkto naman ay maaaring magdulot ng severe heart, kidney, hormonal, and neurological complications, including cancer risk, dangerous blood pressure changes, and life-threatening electrolyte imbalances. Hindi po ginawa ng FDA ang kanilang trabaho, pinabayaan lang po ng mamayagpag, patuloy pa rin na mabibilian sa merkado through online. Mr. President, under Internet Transactions Act of 2023, Shopee, Lazada, or TikTok Shop as an e-marketplace is expressly required to prohibit the sale of regulated goods unless the necessary permits and license information are provided, and sellers are contractually obliged to follow all applicable sale procedures and limitations. They are likewise mandated to provide an effective and responsive redress mechanism for reporting listings that violate Philippine laws. My office used these as basis to have the products taken down from their platform, and they complied accordingly. Ano pong mahirap doon, FDA? That is not even my office's mandate and expertise, and yet we were able to do it. Indeed, there is a need to cleanse the ranks of FDA. Nakailang palit na po ang head dyan. Wala pa rin po nagbabago. It seems that they have not found one with a stern hand na magtatanggal na masasamang damo sa FDA. Dahil meron pong madami dyan, inutil, tamad at corrupt. Again, we spend so much money on health to address the medical concerns of our people. So it is unacceptable that if the people get sick because of these government agency and the DOH, what should we do? Secretary Bosa, make true to your word for the sake of the health of the Filipino people. Demand the resignation of FDA Director General Paulo Teston. FDA Director Paulo Teston, kung meron pang natitiyang hiya sa mukha mo, mag-resign ka na kasi inutil ka. Show to the people that you value their health more than anything else. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, thank you for listening, and I hope for everyone's support regarding this matter. Magandang hapon po.
Thank you. Senator Rapi Tulfo, earlier during the budget deliberations, I remember you challenged the Secretary of Health.
Yes.
Of,
Mr. President,
if you can do it in
yes.
1 week, will he resign?
Yes, yes,
did
Mr. President.
Did he accept the challenge?
Challenge accepted, Mr. President.
And where is he now?
I don't know, the FDA Director General still at the FDA, maybe picking his nose. Mr. President.
All right,
Mr.
Majority Leader.
President, we have several members who wish to interpolate the good gentleman. With his permission, of course, we have Senator Rodante Marcoleta, and after which will be Senator Lauren Legar. And
All right,
Senator Risa Ontiveros as well.
So, age before beauty. Senator Dante Marcoleta is recognized.
Salamat po, Mr. President. Mr. President, naiintindihan ko po yung frustrations ng ating kasama sa kanyang pagpapahayag sa magitan ng kanyang privilege speech ngayong hapon. Kagaya po niya ay ang representasyong ito po ay biktima rin ng ganyang klaseng mga dapat na i-take down sa ating internet, ngunit sa kabagalan po ng mga hensyang may kinaukulan dito, nananatili po tayong naapektuhan ng mga bagay na ito. Ang binabanggit ko po ay yung ating tinake up kanina, Mr. President, na kung saan ay isa sa inyong panukalang batas ay ating na-discuss. At kagaya nga po ng aking naibahagi, Mr. President, ako po ay naging biktima ng napakaraming fake news na sa ngayon ay nabibilang na, may panglima na po. Kagaya po ng frustrations ng ating kasama, Mr. President, yung dalawa po ay ginawan namin ng paraan lang, Mr. President. Ibig sabihin, kagaya ng ating kasama, Senator Rapi, ang opisina niya ang mismong nag-initiate. Inabot yata ng halos 1 linggo bago niya ma-take down yung mga bagay na gusto niyang maalis. Kami po naman ay nagkapalad, Mr. President, na yung unang dalawa, dahil na rin po sa aming sariling pagsisikap, ay na-take down po namin yung unang dalawa. Yung pangatlo po ay napababa namin, na-demote namin, ibig sabihin nandun pa rin sa internet, pero kukunti na lang ang nakakakita. Hopefully sana ay ma-take down din yon. Meron pa pong dalawang natitira na yan po ang aming pagsisikapan na maalis sapagkat nagsisilbi pong pandaraya at panlilinlang sa ating mga kababayan. Gusto ko pong i-congratulate ang ating kasama sapagkat sa kanyang sariling initiative, nagawa niya yon at alam ko ang kanyang frustrations, kagaya ko rin. Kung hindi pa pala kami ay gagawa, Mr. President, kung ito pala iiwanan namin sa mga ahensya na may kinauukulan, ay magtatagal pa pala, kagaya po ng na-experience ng ating kasama, Mr. President. Paano po kaya kung hindi natin gagawin? If we will not fend for ourselves, at hahayaan natin ang mga hensya na may pananagutan at may responsibilidad na sana sila ang magsikap na gawin lahat ito upang sa ganun ay mailigtas ang lahat ng ating kababayan. Hindi lamang po tayo na kung minsan ay napaparatangan ng kung ano-ano nang dahil lamang sa mga maling, mga fake news na yan na kung tawagin nga ngayon ay disinformation and misinformation. Gusto ko lang pong itanong siguro sa ating kasama, Mr. President, kayo po ay nagmungkahi na hamunin nyo ng resignation yung mga opisyal na may kinalaman dito. Yun din po ba ang suggestion nyo po sa mga mabagal na opisyalis ng mga hensya po na may kinalaman sa pag-take down ng mga fake news, Mr. Senator?
Opo, Mr. President, I agree with you totally. Pero sa kaso ko po kasi, dekada na yung isang produkto, 12 years na hindi pa mapa-take down sa mga online platform ng FDA, yung iba't ilang taon, yung iba ilang buwan na, hindi po mapa-take down ng FDA. Kaya talagang sobrang ang frustration ko po, kaya nag-challenge na po ako sa FDA Director himself and then sa DOH Secretary na kung after 1 week magagawa ko, in 7 working days magagawa ko, mag-resign si FDA Director, pumayag naman si Secretary Herbosa, DOH Secretary, na kung saan sa ilalim po, napapailalim po ang FDA. Pero yes, I agree with you. Sana yung mga kawani ng gobyerno na hindi ginagawa yung kanilang trabaho, dapat po talaga mag-resign. Bakit pa ho sila manungkulan sa gobyerno kung hindi nila kayang gampanan yung responsibilities na kanila po ang naka-attach sa kanila, kaya sila po nandun sa kanilang position po.
Sa mga tweet, Mr. President, kaya mo lang na isuggest na imungkahi na sila'y magsipagbitiw sa tungkulin nang dahil siguro sa frustration mo na napakatagal na panahon pa lang pinaghintay mo na gawan nila ng paraan ang nirereklamo mo.
Yes, Mr. President. Opo.
Ako naman po halos sa 2 buwan pa lang, Mr. President, kaya makakapagpasensya po ako. Ngunit kapag inabot po ito na 6 months, palagay ko po ikokopyahin ko na po yung ginawa ng ating kasama, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you po,
Thank
Mr.
you,
President.
Senator Marcoleta.